So on Sunday night, Austin FC played for the first time ever in their franchise history against Orlando City at the Fortress of Q2. And if there's two words to describe this game, it'd be suffering and crazy. Now let me get to the lineup. The lineup seemed really good and promising as we saw, again, Owen Wolf, our Teen Wolf, starting in the right wing spot as he's the only option we have, and he's a promising right wing. In this game itself, he did a good job. Seeing Nani Pereira back from suspension, I wish he was there in the LAFC win, but sadly the suspension cost him that game. Well, he didn't go, but still. And other than that, he did a good job in this one. And Comaneci in the bench, and we saw Gallagher back in that left back spot as he wants to get back in form, as that's the unique role for him in this entire season. But overall, this was a promising lineup. The only thing that cost us, or would have cost the game, which it did pretty much, was Stu's mistake. If only Stu would have kicked the ball rather than pass it like a chip, as they said in the game. One of the commentators said he was trying to chip the ball. He would have at least passed it to Driussi or to Fagundes, but no, that mistake changed the game differently for us because we didn't know exactly what the game plan was for in this game against Orlando City. But when that goal happened, Orlando City was the smartest team in this game as they did a lot of pressure, and it cost the entire Austin FC a lot of forced errors. But overall, like, again, Gabrielsen got the shits. I heard he had food poisoning, so it's kind of, I hope he feels better from it. And we saw more Keller action. Keller did a decent and good job, so I give him a lot of credit to it. He kind of gave, like, he didn't give the ball to Orlando City as an assist. He was trying to keep the ball away from the box, but again, Stu did his best blocking that save, but it didn't do much as Orlando City scored the second goal. The first half was just a lot of confusion in my opinion, as the team did, like I said, the forced errors from the pressure, and that's where it led to the confusion, like who exactly do we pass the ball and how do we defend. But when it came to the second half, you guys, that's where the fun began. That's where the clusterfuck happened, because in the last 30 minutes, Orlando City were 2 men down and they had 9 players as we were up, like, as always, 2 players up. And it felt like the DC United comeback win again. But the last 30 minutes was just it was a lot of suffering to see, because first of all, the red cards, the first one was kind of questionable as they said, but no, it touched him right in the arm and it was obviously a penalty kick. So that happened, he deserved it. Driussi scored the penalty kick to give us hope as he scored his 8th goal this season, also breaking Cecilio Dominguez's 7 goals of last season. So now Driussi is the current goal scorer record for Austin FC with 8 goals this season. But this is where the fun began. Like, that's, to me, this was a laughable red card. When Alex Green was trying to get the ball, or he was gonna get the ball, one of the defenders of Orlando City kicked him right in the fucking balls. And the ref was like, let me go to VAR and see if that's a red card. I mean, pretty much, if you kick someone right in the balls, that's a straight card. And he didn't do it accidentally, he did it on purpose. I mean, honestly, that was a straight foul and a straight red card, but I guess the ref wants to see it was actually a, kicking the balls moment. But overall, that kind of, it showed to the Orlando City players, or the fans itself, that the ref was helping us. And I don't see how, when Orlando City was just doing their time wasting and their fake injuries. And that kind of gave me that, honestly, if I can speak for the Austin FC fans, that put a lot of frustration to me, because I hate when that happens. Because also the ref gave us, like, what, 9 minutes, 7 to 9, it was 7 minutes. He could at least put another 8 to make it a full 15 because of that time wasting, but I guess that's just my exaggeration. But was I the only one who was happy to see GT coming back on the field? Because I didn't see the game in person, I saw on TV. So when I saw his name and his number come up, I actually smile and say, man, we haven't seen this guy play since March. So it was a good way for him to do he did a lot of difference. He subbed in for Pereira. So Gita was a key player, key sub for us, because during the last, like I said, the last 20-ish minutes now, Kolmanich and Jimenez did good jobs being the fullbacks and did a lot of crossing, but that's the thing. When the 9 players Orlando City had, all they did was park the bus, and you can see the defenders of Orlando City did a lot of defending, and those motherfuckers were tall as a, they were built like a brick shithouse, and they were built like a brick shithouse. And Kolmanich and Jimenez did their best to cross the ball, but no luck. That's when Gita came on. Gita, in my eyes, he's the guy who could make a goal in the air. He has his moments, but this game he was trying to do his best, as he is his first game back after what, 2-3 months now. But overall, Kolmanich gave him the assist to score in the 94th minute as GT scored the clutch tying goal for us. And honestly, guys, this draw was more like a loss to us, because in general, if Stu didn't make his error in the first minute, we could have seen a whole different moment. We could have a lot of momentum and have more confidence from the LAFC game and win this game, honestly. But that's just the game. You make mistakes, and I hope we don't do these same mistakes in the future in the next games. But this Sunday we play against LA Galaxy again, and I hope we beat those Carson Cowards, because last time we played them was on Monday Day, and those dudes just did the same. They just time wasted us, and it was just so ridiculous. But I hope we get the win on the road. I hope we get 3 points and end the month of May with a positive note, you guys. But that's pretty much it. I'll be back here with the Austin FC LA Galaxy review video. But yet, you guys, this is Vanilla Mexican with the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.